Welcome back, and today we're talking about Tower of God episode 9. So like always, let's just jump into it. So this was another great episode of Tower of God. If I can only say one negative thing about this episode, it was just that they were cutting in between characters too much and too fast. So if somebody that's not very familiar with the characters and what's going on, they could get confused pretty easily. Now, this is not a big deal, right? I mean, if you're just new to the anime, that could be a little confusing. But if you've been keeping up with the characters and stuff like that, you'll be just fine. I still love the episode. It was a great episode. We got a flashback from Endorsi and her lifestyle when she was a kid, how she pretty much came into the role of Princess of Jihad. And it's a very sad story. She was pretty much adopted into a lower ranked family. And she was pretty much had to slaughter everybody else, her whole competition, in order to eat what she wanted, eat good food, and eventually become a chosen Princess of Jihad. So her story is definitely very sad, and that's one of the reasons why I love that character, because even though she had that dark past, she still puts a smile on her face, and I can't wait to find out more about her. I'm pretty sure we're gonna see her later on. Now in the webtoon, I don't know exactly where she's at. We haven't seen her in a long time, but I'm pretty sure she's gonna come up later on, because that's the one thing about Tower of God. While we get some great characters here and sometimes later, eventually they'll go away and they do their whole new thing on their own, and then we get to see them later. So I love that about Tower of God. Now, we also got to see Ho pretty much kidnap Rachel, and of course, if you're gonna mess with our girl Rachel, Bam is gonna come after you and pretty much do whatever needs to be done. And he mastered a technique known by rankers, right, where he can send his Shinsu to somebody and stun them. Now Cant showed him that technique, and he was able to master it pretty quickly and take care of Ho really easily. Now, the one thing about Bam is, right, we still get to see that when Endorsi was betraying all the other fishermen so she can pass the test, he wants to work together as a team, you know, Team B, so everybody can pass. But the sad reality of this episode is not everybody's gonna pass, right? You're gonna have to do something for you to get ahead of everybody else. And that's why Endorsi eliminated all the fishermen, so they had no other choice than to pass her and her only. And that's what she had to do. And she told Bam, if you're gonna climb the tower with Rachel or without Rachel, you're gonna have to come to the conclusion that you're gonna have to take people out, you're gonna have to betray people and hurt people. And that's one of the great things we're gonna see later on with Bam, because even though we got to see some character development in this episode, correct? We got to see Bam pretty much fight Cant and help Endorsi out. So he's accepting the way of the tower, right? Rachel is bleeding out, and I'm guessing the only way for him to get some help to Rachel at that very moment was to beat Cant, and that's exactly what they did. They kind of worked out a plan, and I gotta tell you, Cant must be really mad, because he got outplayed by Kun last episode, and now this episode, Endorsi was able to trick him into believing that she had the tag behind her when really it was just her underwear. So even though he was kind of blushing, he's probably really mad right now because he lost to both teams. As a ranker, he lost to both teams. Now, we're on episode 9 right now, and it was a great episode. We got 4 episodes left. This is going all the way to episode 13. And with how much content they packed in this episode, I am a firm believer that all the episodes that are coming after this one are gonna be jam-packed, because we only have one more test, I believe, right? Next episode, we're gonna deal with the aftermath of everything that happened with Ho's betrayal. I mean, everybody betrayed everybody in this episode. We see Hats get betrayed by his fellow spearmen, and that was just, I'm glad Cant came back and just destroyed those two, because Hats was willing to take one for the team and hold down Cant down, so, you know, the spear bearers can shoot him and hurt him, or at least try to slow him down so they can get the tag to the exit. But as it turns out, they just left him hanging by himself, and I'm really glad, you know, the ranker put them in their place, just stunned them on the earth, because those people are just worse than scum. So there was a lot of betrayals, but it had to be done if you want to climb the tower. So I can't wait to the next episode. There's gonna be big stuff happening. I think the last 3 episodes are the ones that are going to make a lot of people fall in love with this anime, because it's just gonna be some great storytelling. And again, I can't wait till season 2, because like I've been saying from all my videos regarding Tower of God, season 2, right? I mean, season 1 is the season that's setting up Bam to become eventually the man he's going to become season 2 and later on. So it's gonna be some big stuff happening, and I can't wait to see everybody's reaction, and it's gonna be amazing. So like always, let me know what you thought of this episode. Go ahead, leave a like, subscribe, and I will see you on the next episode.